Hello YouTubers, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at this awesome 2019 Matchbox Jeep set, so stay tuned. Welcome back folks. I am excited to be taking a look at this Jeep set that Matchbox put out last year. I've actually had this set for quite some time and have just been putting off opening it until I could make a video of it. Enough of the chit chat, let's get started. First up is the 93 Jeep Wrangler. The 93 Jeep Wrangler is a fairly new casting but already has three different versions: a canvas top version, a roll bar version, and a without roll bar version. This casting in all three varieties has been used exclusively in Jurassic Park franchise configurations. This particular set comes with the without roll bar version. Looking at the card art, it features the Jurassic World logo and a T-Rex chasing the number 10 Wrangler, just like in the famous scene from the original movie. This model sports a ton of cool detail, from the winch on the front all the way to the hinges on the rear tailgate. The red wheels are similar to those on the Jeep in the movie, and it even has the toolboxes mounted in the back. Add to it the Jurassic Park tampos, and this is a fantastic little casting. Next up, the Jeep Cherokee. The card art shows a Cherokee doing some serious rock crawling, perhaps in one of our great national parks. The Matchbox Cherokee comes in two main versions, one without rooftop lights on it and one with the lights. The 2019 Jeep set features the version with the light bar on top and the awesome National Parks livery. This is a two-door Cherokee, probably from the mid to late 1980s. There's a trailer hitch on the back. One unfortunate aspect of this casting is that the post for the rear rivet seems to go all the way up to the roof of the car, giving the impression that the Cherokee has a large pillar behind the rear row of seats. We now move on to the Jeep CJ7 4x4. This car is more commonly known simply as the Jeep 4x4, but for this one they added CJ7 onto the card. Speaking of the card, this one features our Jeep off-roading in the desert with some mountains off in the distance. The casting comes with a push bar up front, a tow hitch on the back, a big roll cage, and some heavy-duty off-road tires. A lot of detail and a high-gloss black paint job make this Jeep one of my favorites. That brings us to the 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL, also known as the Jeep Wrangler JL Unlimited Rubicon. Our card art for this Wrangler places it in the desert, possibly somewhere near the Grand Canyon, and has the Skyjacker logo in the bottom left. That popular Skyjacker suspensions livery dominates the exterior of this model. It's got the Rubicon logo on each side of the hood, the Matchbox logo on the rear quarter panels. If you look closely, you'll even see Matchbox on the all-terrain tires. This is only the third version of this casting, so if you decided to start collecting the 2018 Jeep Wrangler, you wouldn't have much catching up to do. By the way, if you look closely in the rear, what is that stuff in the back of the Jeep? I can't tell what it is. Maybe you guys can figure it out. Now the 1948 Willys Jeepster. This was a brand new casting for 2019, and it was a great one. First, let's take a look at the card. We see a 48 Willys Jeepster on a trail in the forest, maybe somewhere amongst the California redwoods. Turning our attention to the car itself, we see a finely detailed example of an old Willys Jeepster. She's got chrome bumpers front and back, detailed head and tail lights. There's even a custom Willys license plate on the back. I'm not sure if they would have had seat belts in this car back in 1948, but just in case you want to take this one for a spin, it's got them molded right into the interior for you. Finally, we wrap up this Jeep set with the 2005 Jeep Gladiator. Looking at the card, we see the Gladiator conquering some rocky terrain. There have been three other versions of the Gladiator, but this one is really my favorite. This white offering sports some mountainous terrain on the sides, the Gladiator logo behind the front fenders, Jeep on the door, and a Matchbox logo under the rear side window. There's a spare tire on the driver's side and Jeep's Moab logo along the top of the truck bed. You can view the interior through the huge moonroof. And finally, I love the big Jeep logo molded into the tailgate. It really completes this vehicle. Overall, I think Matchbox did a phenomenal job with this set. I love it and would love to know what you think of it. Leave some comments about it down below. Like and subscribe and we'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.